This is Nobody Rides for Free, an Angus Green FBI thriller, written by Neil S. Plakcy, recorded by Neil S. Plakcy.
Nobody Rides for Free. Copyright 2018-2020 Neil S. Plakcy. This book is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents either are products of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual events or locales or persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. All rights reserved, including the right of reproduction in whole or in part in any form. Reviews. Plakcy excels at documenting the slower process of investigations of this sort. One suspects that this is much closer to reality than the shootouts and chases most often seen in television depictions of FBI activity. The author is able to connect the various strands of this inquiry into a fascinating procedural. Bolo Books, November 2017. Most readers will look forward to seeing a lot more of Angus Publishers Weekly, November 2016, about the next one will kill you. 1 Disturbing Events. The bullets didn't pierce my Kevlar vest, but they hit me with enough force to fracture a rib. Even now, 2 months later, I can still feel the occasional ache in my shoulder and chest. Everyone said I was lucky. The bullet that hit my stomach could have gone into my arm or leg, damaging nerves or muscles. A difference of a few inches in the trajectory of the second bullet, the one that caught the bottom edge of my vest, and I could have bled out through my femoral artery. I had to rest in bed for a few days and be careful when I began to exercise again. When I returned to work as a special agent at the Miami office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I was assigned to a team that visited local colleges to discuss the ways vulnerable young people could be approached by foreign governments. I showed a video about a case we had investigated where a student studying in China had been hired to write position papers about how Americans felt about various issues. He had eventually been pressured to engage in espionage and was sent to jail. When I spoke in community college classrooms, I could see the students' eyes glaze over. The idea that they would have the opportunity to study and travel in China was as remote to them as being selected for a mission to Mars. I stuck out the college program for over a month, meeting every week with a bureau-approved psychologist to review my mental state. I didn't tell her, or anyone else, that every time I heard a loud noise I flinched, whether it was a baby crying or the clatter of a dish hitting the floor in a restaurant. When I twisted too quickly, pain zinged under my left armpit where the vest had pressed against a nerve.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?